Kristen with the Rogers Public Library, and this week for Catch 'em All at the Library, we will be focusing on Soul Rock. So in your craft packet, you will have your coloring page along with a small painted paper plate and then several pieces of construction paper with things to cut out. So to begin, we're just going to cut everything out and then I'll show you how to put it all together to make Soul Rock. Once we have everything cut out, we're going to start with these small little pieces that go right down the center of the face. So we're going to start with the largest piece, and this little edge that kind of points out of all of the shape, the pointiest bit is going to go right at the top, right in the center at the top. The next piece will go just a little bit beneath that. The next one looks just like the one before, but a little bit larger. This one will go right in the center of the face. And then at the bottom we have two smaller pieces. And we'll just space those out going down the face of our Soul Rock. Till we get close to the bottom. So once we have all of these pieces, then we can go ahead and we'll grab the pieces that stick out around the outside. You have two pieces that look basically just the same, except they're facing different directions. If you tried to lay them on top of each other, you'd have to flip one upside down. So these are our longest pieces, and these go straight out to the sides. So we're just gonna put a little glue on the back edge of this part that has the additional little rocks on the sides. So we're just gonna put a little glue along here and then stick that right on the edge towards the center. If you're going up and down, towards the center of the side. And the other one will go directly across from it on the other side. Once those two pieces are on, then we can move to the top and the bottom. So this piece here that has no little additional rocks on the edge, but this little curve right here on the left side, this is our center piece that will go right at the top. So again, just a little bit of glue on the bottom tip here that will overlap with our face and press that on. And then the bottom piece has a little extension of rock on one side and then a little tiny triangle on the other side. And this will go right down here at the bottom. So once again, just a little glue where it's going to overlap and add that on right at the bottom. Now we can add our other 4 points. So we'll start with this smaller, thinner piece with a little bit of rock at the end. Just a little bit of glue on the edges, and this goes right here in between our top piece and the right side piece. On the other side, up at the top, between the very top and the left side piece, I'm going to take this other piece that does not have any kind of additional small rock attached to it on the edge here. And this will go right over here. So just a little bit here along the edge. Press it on. And then we can move down to these bottom two corners. Now these two pieces look very similar. One is a little bit smaller than the other. So the little bit smaller piece goes on the right and the little bit bigger piece goes on the left. And we're going to add these pieces on around the edge of our sun's face, our soul rock face. Once we have all of those pieces added, we can move on to the eyes. So for the eyes, we're going to start with these black pieces that kind of look like little spiders. And we're just going to put some glue all over the back of them. And then they will go to either side of this little very center piece. Next, we'll take our little red ovals and we'll add these right into the center of our black eye background. And then the last part we have to do is just add that last part of the eye. We're going to have two little half circles for each eye. One will go across the bottom, covering up the bottom part of the red oval. And one will go across the top, covering up part of the red oval. So it creates kind of a little slit in the center where you can see the red and the black. We just have to do that for our other eye, and then our soul rock will be complete. And here we have our completed soul rock. So that is our craft for this week. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week to make another Pokemon. Bye.